everyone. Today I want to show you how to make a very easy first page for your low content book. And I usually have a copyright message on my first page, and I also like to customize it to say this journal belongs to, or this planner belongs to, and then where people can put their name in. I'll show you what I mean. So we start by opening Canva. This is canva.com. You can use the free version, but I also really recommend the pro version, which I have, because you can just do so much more with it. And especially if you're creating low content or no content books and you're creating covers, Canva has been absolutely invaluable to me. I don't really use Photoshop, and I don't use Affinity or any of the Adobe softwares because it's quite a steep learning curve, and I don't really have the time to learn another program at this point. So Canva is really excellent for people that are very busy and that want to have a solution that's very intuitive and very simple to use. So I really recommend Canva, and you can use the free version. It gives you a few less options, but it's absolutely perfect to start with. So if you go into Canva and you want to create an interior, you want to create your first page. So you need to know, first of all, what size of book are you creating. So let's click on Create a Design, and then we click on Custom Dimensions. So let's just assume that we're going to create a, 8 by 10 inch book. So we switch this onto inches, and 8 by 10 is one of the KDP sizes. So let's do that, 8 by 10. But obviously you can use whatever size that you want to use. You can do 6 by 9, 8.5 by 11, whichever size that you want to create your book in. At this moment, we don't have to worry about bleed because we're just going to do the first page that doesn't include bleed, so we can just type in the exact size. So click on Create, and that opens your page in front of you, and now you can start designing. So the first thing that I normally do is I click on Text and I choose Add a Heading. And then I type in this journal belongs to, click 3 spaces or 2 spaces depending on how wide you want the gap, and then I just click the full stop until it fills the box, and then I can put this into position, place it in the middle. So now we have this journal belongs to. You can change the font to make it a little bit more to the type of book that you're creating. So you can choose something like that. That's a bit playful, or you can choose something a bit more serious. So let's stick with this for the moment. And then the other thing I want to do is I want to create a copyright message. So I click the same thing and I add copyright, and then I want to have the copyright symbol, and to do that you just the Alt key, and then on your numbers pad you type in 0169, and then you let go of the Alt key and it comes up with the copyright symbol. The other way to do it is you can Google copyright and then copy paste the little C symbol for copyright, but this is the easiest way. So you just click on the Alt key, and then click 0169 on your number keypad. So then what you do is you type in your publisher name or your author name. So that could be Simple Press I must say this is just an example. This is not one of my author names. I've just made this up, or you can type in whatever your author name is, John Smith, and then all rights reserved. So this is your copyright page. Sometimes I also add the year. You could say copyright 2020 by John Smith. Let's put this on the next line. So you could do it like this. So this is completely up to you, and you can add anything you want to add to this page. Maybe you want to give your readers a message. So all of that can be done on the first page. This is completely up to you. Let's just choose the same font that we used at the top, just to keep everything the same. And the other thing I like to do, I like to add some kind of graphics sometimes. So sometimes I put this in a little frame. So you could do this by going to Elements, and then I would type in frame, and let's see what comes up. So you could have something like this. Now the other thing you have to be careful with is don't infringe on any copyright. So always use the graphics that are free. On Canva you've got different graphics with different licenses. So for example, if you hover over this image here, you see free with a little crown. That means that it's free, but there is some kind of license. So let's click on the 3 dots and see what it says. Free for Canva Pro. So if you have Canva Pro, you can use this. But I would be very careful with the ones that have the little crown there. I prefer to use the ones that are completely free. Like this one, for example, when it says free, there's no crown. It's absolutely free to use. The license is absolutely fine. So let's see if we can find a nice one that's free that we can use for this example. So sometimes you do have to look quite a bit. You also have the chance to purchase one. If you really like one and you want to buy it, you've got the chance. And Canva is very cheap, so it's one of the cheapest places I found for graphics and for images. So let's just see if we can find one. This one's free to use. Let's have a look. So we need to change the color to make it visible. Let's turn it black. So you could have something like this. It's not the best one to use for this, but it's just as an example, just to make your book a little bit more interesting and stand out from the rest. You could pull this down a little bit into the center. Oops. And then that would look a little bit better. Just make your book as attractive as you can, and that will help you stand out from the competition. So now what you would have to do is you give this a name, for example, copyright page, and then you click on download, and you always download your interiors as PDFs. You can use PDF standard for the interior. For your cover, you definitely have to use PDF print. I actually use PDF print for all of them because they're a higher quality. You click that, and then you click download. And that's it. That's your download that you can now save to your computer. And the way you use that page with your other pages, you can use a PDF merge tool. There are lots on the internet, so all you have to Google is PDF merger tool or PDF merging PDFs, something like that. The one that I use, and I'll tell you which one it is it's called I Love PDF. I'll just quickly show you. And you can use it for free up to a certain amount, and after a while, if you have very large files, I think you have to pay. But again, it's not a lot of money. If you're using it a lot, it's definitely worth it. But you can use the free version. So all you would have to do is select your page that we just created, and select the other pages for your book, and that's the way you would build your book. And don't forget that your copyright page would be the first page. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them below the video in the comments. And if you liked this video, please subscribe. I will be posting more videos to help you in your KDP journey. And please click the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Many thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.